Good afternoon. Let's start, okay? Are you ready? Sana, ready to start? Okay, make now. We can start. Listen carefully, okay? Show last question at the end.
Can you permit the
Yeah.
correction?
Yes, Meghna. Sana, send me a parcel of biryani, okay? I wish that if this is a regular class, she will prepare biryani. We all have food, right? That time. Meghna, are you there?
Ma'am, I am not able to share.
Why?
Don't know, ma'am.
Meghna, just try once again.
Ma'am, you haven't given the permission.
Meghna?
Ma'am, I will send to Reina and she will share.
Okay.
Can I start?
Yes, Meghna.
So, good afternoon, everyone. Today I'm going to take seminar on the chapter Food Safety and Food Quality. Food safety. What do you mean by food safety? It actually refers to the assurance that food will not cause any harm to the consumer when it is prepared or eaten according to its intended use. It focuses on the safety of food right from its handling, preparation, and its time to storage. Next one is significance or importance of food safety. The fast changing lifestyles and eating habits like sedentary lifestyle, which means not doing any physical exercise or not working and always sitting or sleeping and not doing any physical activities. Next, in foodborne disease like diarrhea. It's next is pollution, then processed and packed food. As we all have all been busy, most of us consider buying the packaged foods or the processed foods rather than making it in our home. Then its use of additives. Then the world market, like India is also uh, we are also exporting and importing spices and all of the two countries, and it's been competition also. So we need to ensure that our food is safe for everyone to consume. Trade and tourism. The India is also a tourist attraction. So our main point of focus of tourists is that our food, which has also many spices, and also for that also we need to ensure that our food and all it's safe. Next one is the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. In every year in India, there are more than 300 million children less than the 5 years of age suffer from acute diarrhea because of the food is not safe what are consuming. Then toxicity. Toxicity is the capacity of a substance to produce harm or injury of any kind under any conditions. Next one is hazards in food. The hazards means the source of danger, and the hazards can be divided into three: physical, chemical, and biological. The physical hazards, like the foreign hazards or the foreign substances in the food, and it can be intentional or unintentional, and we can find it in the raw form when it's cultivated or harvested. When after cooking, or we can find this physical hazards like the stone, hair, nails, jewelry, the strings and jute fibers, etc. Next one is chemical. The chemical hazards like the pesticides, cleaning agents, etc. the present in food when the food are cultivating, harvesting, or storing. It can be intentional or unintentional. Maybe they happen to add, or then like the fertilizers, pesticides, chemical pesticides, the toxic metals, etc. Like we need pesticides to stop the pests from eating our food, as it's really difficult not to use fertilizer and pesticides to grow a crop or a plant, because we need to distribute to the whole huge population. Next is biological hazards. Biological hazards are organisms or substances produced by organisms that pose a threat to harm human health, like the live microorganism. It's the main cause of foodborne illnesses and the foodborne pathogens. It can occur in any stage of the food processing. And this biological hazards is divided into two: visible hazards and invisible hazards. The visible hazards like visible biological hazards like the cockroaches, worms, caterpillars, flies, and all, which we can see through our naked eyes. And invisible biological hazards like bacteria, yeast, protozoa, molds, virus, etc., which we can't see through our naked eyes. Next is food poisoning. The food poisoning is a result from ingestion of live pathogenic organisms which multiply in the body and cause diseases. The example for food poisoning is like salmonella, which can be seen in the eggs, raw milk, and meat. How it spreads? The salmonella spreads first by cross contamination, like using the same cutting board or the knife that you use to cut the meat or thing for the food which is not like do not want cooked, like the salads and all. Next is without cooking, eating or consuming in the raw form, and improper cooking, like semi cooked or not cooked at all. It's the salmonella exists in the intestine of animals, and when you are not washing your hands properly, they can also spread. The salmonella spreads quickly and it multiplies every 20 minutes. The symptoms of salmonella is diarrhea, abdominal cramp, fever. Next is food intoxication. Some bacteria produce harmful toxins which are present in food even if the pathogen has been killed. This toxin we cannot uh, see through or detect through smell, appearance, or taste. Staphylococcus is one. Then the existing dust, water, and air, and this is also seen in 50% of a healthy person, and the symptoms is diarrhea. Next is parasite. The parasite is an organism that lives on other organisms. And the ways to prevent food poisoning: keep clean, cook thoroughly, separate raw foods and cooked foods, keep the food at safe temperature, failure to thoroughly cook or heat food, then infected employees who practice should have the personal hygiene, and the food is allowed to remain at bacteria incubating temperature. And next one is the symptoms of food poisoning. The food poisoning symptoms like feeling of tiredness, nausea, vomiting, fever, diarrhea, abdominal pain, malaise. Malaise is like the feeling of discomfort. Next is adulteration. Adulteration can be intentional or unintentional addition of impure or cheap or unnecessary ingredients to cheat the quality of food. Like in India and all and other parts of the country, we can see there are plastic added to rice to increase the quantity of the rice, and also in potatoes adding the salt to increase the weight of potatoes. So it means they are cheating. Next is contamination. The presence of harmful object or foreign substances in food such as the chemicals, microorganisms, etc. The biological contaminations like viruses, bacteria, parasites are also seen, which we can't see through the naked eyes. Next one is food quality. The food quality characteristics of food that is acceptable community. Like the food should be you should be able to eat the taste, the weight, flavor, the external specification all should be according to the food. The food quality is an important food manufacturing requirement because of food consumers are susceptible to any form of contamination. And the difference between the food safety and food quality is that in food safety, we process the preventing food from risk that may affect it. And in food quality, we more focus on the food required characteristics that are acceptable to the consumer, like the nutrition value, color, taste, etc. And next is food standards. The food standards are something that are set up by experts or an authority for measuring quantity, weight, extreme value, quality of a substance. Example like FSSAI, ISI, ACMAC, ISO. And this food standards are divided into 4 levels: company level, international level, national level, and regional level. Company level and national level are almost same that because that they follow rules and conditions by the government. And for regional standards, the food standards according to the specific region. For different region, it's different food standard. For international one, like the ISO, Codex Alimentarius Commission, and all. Next one is the 5 principles of food hygiene by WHO or World Health Organization. First one is prevention of contaminating food with pathogens spreading from people, pets, and pests. So, as you know, in animals we have salmonella. Uh, it can also contaminate the food near us. So, it's better to keep the pets away when you're eating or cooking food, and separate new and cooked foods that prevent contaminating cooked foods. So, we need to separate the good food and the bad food, which can be seen if there is any contaminations in
Separation
the
of raw and cooked food. Raw means uncooked foods and cooked. Okay, that is this. Just show the last slide, Reina. Separate raw and cooked foods. Okay, raw means uncooked foods. Okay, that is important because already in cooked food, all the pathogens or toxins, everything is lost during the time of cooking. But in raw foods, there is chance for having bacteria or other kind of microorganisms. That is the reason why we are separating this raw and cooked foods. Yeah,
food.
Meghna.
Then store the food at the proper temperature. Then do use safe water for cooking and foodstuffs. So most of them use the boiled, slightly lukewarm or boiled water. And when you're cooking, it's already the boiled water. So for your and when washing vegetables and all, we some use the lukewarm water and cook food for the appropriate length of time and at the appropriate temperature to kill pathogens. Don't cook the food overcooked and semi cooked. If you are cooking, cook properly to the appropriate time as according to the ingredients or the food stuff. Next is food standard. The food standard is divided into two, compulsory and voluntary. The compulsory food standard like the FPO, MPO, PFA, and the voluntary food standard like ACMAC, BIS, ISI. FPO means food production order. The food production order is like for vegetables and fruits. For example, jams, squashes, mainly based on the fruits one. Next is MPO, meat product order for the meats and all. And PFA, Prevention of Food Adulteration Act to prevent the adulteration of food. Next is Voluntary Food Standard, BIS.
Just a minute, Meghna. Reena, can you show the last slide, the FPO? What is FPO? Is it food product order or fruit production order or fruit product order?
Food product order.
Okay, we'll check that. Yeah, you can continue.
BIS is Bureau of Indian Standards. The BIS is starting from agriculture to textiles to electronics, and they issue the ISI certification mark and also agriculture marketing. It's raw and process. And next one is the Indian Parliament have passed the Food Safety and Standards Act like Prevention of Food Adulteration PFA Act, MPO, Vegetable Oil Products Order. Vegetable oil products are mostly seen in the fried items like chips and all that just contains oil. And next is full form. Full form of IFA, it's International Food Standards. PFA, Prevention of Food Adulteration Act. BIS, Bureau of Indian Standards. FPO, Food Production Order, Products Order. MPO, Meat Products Order. ISO, International Organization for Standardization. ISI, Indian Standard Institution. FSSAI, Food Safety and Standard Authority of India. Next is FSSAI. FSSAI belongs to the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare of India. It ensures the public health and its aim is to combine or consolidate all the acts and rules. And the Prevention of Food Adulteration Act, it's to prevent the food adulteration. And next is and to protect the food from any contaminations or and that may lead to the health issue. Next is CAC. It is an intergovernmental body. It's protect the health consumers and facilitate food and agricultural trade. The document published by CAC is Codex Alimentarius Commission, which means the food code and is a collection of internationally adopted food standards. It's to establish international food standards. Next is ISO. Worldwide, it's a worldwide non-governmental federation. It's to facilitate the international exchange of goods and services. It's an international organization. It's promote the development of standardization and related activities in the world. Next one is food safety management system. It's ensured through food manufacturing practices, which is also known as GMP, good handling practices, GHP, hazard analysis, critical control point, HACCP. GMP, which is also known as good manufacturing products practices. It ensures that the products are consistently produced and controlled according to the quality standards. GHP, good handling practices, comprehensive approach from the farm to store, and in order to identify the potential sources that can cause any harm or a risk to consumer. It handle food have good hygiene protection. Next is hazard analysis critical control point. It's a management system in which the food is addressed through the analysis and control of the biological, chemical, and physical hazards from raw material to production and procurement and handling to the manufacturing. And it's an international recognized method to identify, evaluate the critical point. It can control hazard. To, it's to identify and managing any hazards in food. Next is scope. The scopes in public food safety and food quality, teaching, food, food auditor, voluntary agent like NAGMAC and BIS, and food director, and many more. Thank you.
Good work, Meghna. All videos. Sana, Reina. Nice work, Meghna. No issues. It is always better to add a thank you slide at the end. Okay. Just a writing. Thank you. Meghna, get ready with 4 MCQ questions from
Now,
this chapter. Yeah, now. For Sana and Meghna. Meghna, codes alimentarius. Okay. In your slide, it was ALU. Okay. Alimentarius. Okay. Mike, as per my knowledge, this FPO, that is fruit product order. I'll check and update you. Okay. FPO and meat. Okay. I'll check and update you. As per my knowledge, is FPO. Like, are you ready to ask?
yes, ma'am.
FPO stands for Fruit Products Order. Okay, it's Fruits Product Order, not food. Yeah, like that. Sana, if you want, just wash your face. You look so tired.
First question. Salmonella multiply every dash minutes.
Give some options, Meghna. Four options.
10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and 30 minutes.
Yeah. Four. Sana or Reina?
Reina.
Reina.
20 minutes.
20 minutes. Wow. Next question, Meghna. So salmonella grow in every 20 minutes. Yeah.
Full form of FSSAI.
Easy one. Sana.
Food Standard Authority of India.
I can't hear you.
Food Standard
Hmm.
Authority of India.
Meghna.
No, food safety.
Hmm? Hmm? Food safety?
Food Safety Standard Authority of India.
Reina? Sorry, Sana?
Food Safety Standard Authority of India.
Okay. Next question, Meghna. One more question.
Full form of FPO.
For Reina, I think. FPO.
Fruit Product Order.
Fruit product order. Okay. Next question for Sana.
Full form of
Three easy question. Okay. Meghna.
HACCP. Full form.
I'll ask an easy question, Sana. What is ACMARC? ACMARC is for what products? Just think ACMARC. AG.
Fruit Products.
No.
And pack.
AG. AG. Start with Sana. AG mark.
Agricultural Products.
Agricultural products. So what is this HACCP, Rena? Look here.
HACCP.
It stands for
Something critical analysis.
H, no. H. Don't look, okay, Rena? H. What is H?
Hazards.
Oh, God. It says I, right? Yeah, then A.
Hazard analysis.
Analysis. Is that?
Analysis critical control points.
Very good. Hazard analysis critical control point. Very good. Sana? Yeah. PFA, Sana. Try P. I know you're good in guessing. Yeah. P. Just shoot a word that starts with P. That's it. I can't hear, Sana.
Product.
No, it's prevention. Okay, F.
Prevention of
F for?
food
Okay, good. A
adulteration.
for?
Adulteration.
That's it. Prevention of food adulteration. Okay. Serena, what about her seminar? Are you happy? Any judgment? No. Okay. Sana, it's a
Yes.
good Meghna. Nice work. Some spelling mistakes were there. Alu, Ali, and all. What is happening here?
And that's because I did it from my phone, so there was some
That's okay.
glitching and all.
That's okay, Meghna. Sana? Yeah. I'm sorry. Sana, give me. No, 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 no. You are going to act. Okay? Yeah. Select a word from this chapter, chapter 6. It's an interesting activity, Sana. Yeah, just try. Try to take the main headings. I think that's easy. Yeah. Don't read that word, okay? Sana, fast. Hazard, no? Physical hazard. Here.
Yes, ma'am.
Look. Rena. Yeah. Physical hazard. Can you spell that word?
PHI
Hmm.
PHYICAL
Hmm. I see.
AL
Hmm.
HAZARDS.
Meghna, is it right?
No, the spelling of physical is wrong.
Huh.
PHY
PHY
SICAL.
Just a minute. Meghna. PHY.
SICAL.
So, Reina, two options here, A and B. Choose the right one. First MCQ question from chapter 6. Yeah,
B.
B. It's physical. So, congratulations, Reina. You score 1 mark. Okay. Try to score full marks. Okay. Otherwise, I will give you impositions from each chapter. Just a minute. What about your practicals, Sana? Practical one? I think I'm audible. Lena?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, the practical. What about the practicals, the corrections?
Ma'am, I think so. I submitted last time.
The corrected one? Sana?
Today
I think that concepts are clear, right? The food items for patients or adult persons, aged persons, and all. I think that is clear, right? Okay, so try to make the correct diet and send me. Okay. Yeah. Fifth chapter, right? Food processing and technology. Yeah. So there are four important terms in this chapter. First one, that is food processing. What is food processing? Sana, it is a set of methods that we commonly use to change a normal material or a raw thing into a or for consumption or into a semi-finished or completely finished product. That process is known as food processing. Clear? Okay, first concept. Then we learned about food technology, which means here that is a science that is applied to the food. Okay, and it also include all the legal rules here. Then food science, home science. So it is a field of study, right? So it is a distinct field of study that involves the basic sciences like chemistry, microbiology, biochemistry, agronomics that is related to soil and crop cultivation, microbiology related to microorganism, the study that comes under the microbiology part. Okay, so all these study that comes under the food science. Yeah, then we discussed about next term that is food manufacturing. Yeah, this is an important concept here. Development of food processing and technology, the history behind food processing and technology. Okay. So who is behind this pasteurization method? Louis Pasteur. Okay. One answer question, no? One more question. Pasteurization by Louis Pasteur and canned food. So who is considered as the father of canned food? Nicholas Appert. Okay, Sana? Then we discussed about different methods of food spoilage. One is mechanical damage. Then we have mechanical damage means the physical damage, the improper handling of a person that leads to mechanical damage of that particular food. Then damage due to the insect, the flies that sit on the food. Then we consume it, that leads to different kind of foodborne illnesses. That is a one cause. Then enzymes in food and as well as these yeast, bacteria and molds, all this belong to the invisible category, right? Yeah. Yeah, then we discussed about different methods to preserve food. Some traditional methods like drying, cooling, freezing, then canning, smoking and all, right? In canning, we remove all the air from the food. Yeah. Okay. These are the certain common methods we used. Then this is very important. Why we are processing the food? Sana, can you read? Why we are processing these kind of foods? It's important one. Okay. Yeah.
make them safe to eat,
Yes.
save time and energy in the home, creates new food products for healthier food options, vary the diet, increase shelf life, ensure wide choice all year round, allow for fortification.
Yeah, the main aim for this food processing is to increase the shelf life, right? That is the main objective of this food processing, to improve the shelf life and also to use the seasonal foods, as Reina said, right? To use the mango for the complete season from January till the December, we can use the processed mango, right? Or the pickled mango, salted mango, because the shelf life of that product is increasing or we are increased. Then we discussed about the three types of classification on the basis of shelf life of food. One is perishable food, semi-perishable food, and non-perishable food. This is very important topic, okay? So in this chapter, I think it's chapter 5, right? In this chapter 5, the classification of food based on perishability as well as classification based on processed food. These two concepts are very important. Okay. Perishable food. Reina, can you summarize what is perishable, semi-perishable and non-perishable ones? Yeah. Make it fast again. Yeah. Perishable ones.
Perishable foods are food that spoil within 2 weeks. 1 or 2 days. It spoils 1 or 2 days.
Semi-perished.
Semi-perish means in 2 weeks.
Fine. The perishable ones?
Non-perishable ones.
Yeah. The non-perishable ones?
Non-perishable ones, they stay up for 1 month or year.
Yeah. So then we discussed about the classification of processed food. We have minimally processed food, preserved food, manufactured, formulated food, derivatives, functional foods, and medical foods. Okay, very, very important topic. So first one, minimally processed food, which means, what is minimally processed? The slightly processed food only. It all, yeah? What are the minimally processed one? The washing, cleaning, all these are the minimally processed food items or slightly processed one. Then preserved food. What is the difference between preserved foods and manufactured foods under the classification of processed food? In preserved food, the basic character remains the same. Here look, the frozen vegetable, frozen fruits, canned vegetables. All these are the example for preserved food. Why? Because the basic character, the basic nature of that food remains the same or always same. Okay, that is preserved one. This is very important. Then manufactured food. What is manufactured? Just the opposite of this preserved one. The basic character or the basic nature of that particular food is entirely changed. Complete change of the character of that particular food. That comes under the manufactured ones. Then we have formulated food. How we mix a single ingredient to improve the shelf life. Okay. Then we have food derivatives. What is food derivatives? From a particular raw product, yeah? What is food derivatives, Anna?
From a raw product, we take the
We collect a new product, like
sugar from sugar.
sugar from sugar cane. Okay, rest we will discuss in the next class. Okay, thank you.